Robert Garrison Brown has been laid to rest 4 days after his tragic passing. Social media tributes continue to pour in from his family members, and McKelty updated her Patreon subscribers, giving some insight as to what the last week has been like for Garrison's immediate family. We have a lot to talk about. Let's get into today's video. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be another video that is voiceover commentary. It was about this time last week that news started coming out about Garrison's sudden and tragic death at just 25 years old. So much has been unknown as to how the family is dealing with all the fallout. A notable anecdote mentioned in the police report is that Gabriel left the scene to get Cody to bring him back to Garrison's house, but returned alone. I think given what we have witnessed play out on the show over the last couple years, it was a natural curiosity to wonder if and how all these family members would come together at a time like this. People magazine quoted a cousin of Garrison's who paid tribute to him on her Instagram with several photos along with the caption, quote, "I had to dress up for your funeral today, and this is everything I wish you could have heard before I had to say goodbye. We love you. I don't even own a picture of you without your contagious smile. I don't know if I have the right words to say I'll miss you. I wish I was able to give you a hug and tell you how much you were loved. You were human, you had flaws, but never once did I doubt the friendship we had. I'll always cherish the times I got to spend with you. We planned to go on so many backpacking trips, but only made it to one. I'll miss your goofy dad jokes, our coffee runs, the dinners we shared, the times we watched movies and you always let me put messy face masks all over our faces. You always made sure that I had ate and made sure I knew I could always talk to you. You were a son, a brother, a soldier, and a friend. If there is a God, I hope he's giving you peace. I love you, Robert." Many more friends and family members have taken to social media to honor Garrison, including a post from a friend that included a hashtag calling for the cancellation of Sister Wives. Many viewers have chimed in with their thoughts about where the show goes from here. Many people believe the show should be canceled. Given what has transpired over the past week and what is forever enshrined as sound bites from certain family members on the show, it is understandable to want to see the show canceled. Yet I am of the belief that it should be each family member's decision on if they want to continue sharing their lives with the public, and then it is up to each viewer to decide if they want to keep tuning in. Obviously, what happened with Garrison is the absolute most tragic outcome that can happen to a family that has a loved one struggling with emotional, mental health, or substance abuse issues. What is clear to me based off the stories that viewers have shared about how suicide has touched their lives, this manner of death does not discriminate. It doesn't touch one family simply because they are famous or well-known. I read another Reddit post a few days ago pointing out the net good, in their opinion, that has come from the show, stating in some excerpts, quote, "Being on the show gave Janelle, Christine, and Mary not only the resources they needed to eventually separate from their revolting husband, but also access to much more of the world, which, as we've seen, has made them more liberal-minded, open, savvy, and accepting. They got to travel, meet different types of people, make their own money, and gain control over their lives. I'm not sure that would have happened for them without TLC and the public support they have." And this person goes on to say, quote, "I have a suspicion that without the show, the wives would still be stuck with him. Mary wouldn't have been able to purchase her B&B. Christine and Janelle couldn't have made money via their public profiles. Yes, MLMs are bad, but I do believe it helped them both fully escape. Many of the girls would have ended up in the polygamy/poverty cycle, and they'd all be much more isolated, controlled, and still stuck with whatever Cody or their husbands said or wanted." I always like to discuss alternative points of view here because it really doesn't look like the show is going anywhere, and I do hope the family is afforded grace, whatever decisions it is that they make. Everyone's grief process is different. So speaking of Garrison's immediate family, his sister McKelty gave an update to her Patreon subscribers, and here is some of what she had to say. She explains that she was in Flagstaff last week for obvious reasons. She said her brother passed away and it sucked a lot. McKelty says she is a bright side kind of person. She always likes to look at the bright side of things, and the bright side of his passing is he obviously is no longer in pain, hurting, or sad because he's in a better place. At least McKelty says she hopes he's in a better place. McKelty goes on to say that the other bright side is that she got to see all of her family together for the first time in years. McKelty says that she and Tony will resume going live on Wednesday, back to their regular routine. McKelty says the thing she knows about Garrison is that he wouldn't have wanted his family to stop living their lives. She reveals they do have some more things planned in honor of him coming up. One being that they are planning a Brown family reunion in honor of him that will take place in Wyoming. McKelty goes on to talk about how they left for Flagstaff as soon as they found out. They got back Saturday night, and she speaks to how strange it is to have to do mundane things again like grocery shopping after something like this happens. And honestly, I really appreciate and respect McKelty's vulnerability sharing all of this with us. She also says that she won't be answering prying questions about what happened, and she and all of her siblings have agreed that while they have public lives, this incident is something that they are going to keep private. To be fair to McKelty, I mean, someone read the entire police report in a YouTube video, so I don't think it's even necessary to ask the family members specifics about the situation. But also, I was watching in a video by Everyday Candace. What she said is so spot on. If we found out that this happened to, say, a colleague, would our first reaction be to inquire as to the specifics? No. Like Candace said, I think our natural reaction would be to say, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry for your loss, and we would allow them to share as they saw fit. I think that was such an important thing for Candace to point out, and I will link her channel in the description of this video, because while the Brown family may be public and they may choose to resume filming, they are still very much human beings who were touched by an unimaginable tragedy. Garrison was deeply loved by all who knew him and will forever be missed. I think McKelty voices what we all hope for, and that is that Garrison's soul is resting in peace and that he is no longer hurting or in any kind of pain. And as you are well aware, Garrison was a devoted animal lover, specifically a cat dad, and fans of the show have been donating to various charities in Garrison's honor. Someone pointed out in a Reddit post that they had calculated the amount of donations made specifically in Garrison's name to 2 animal rescues, and that totaled over $9,600, and that was as of 3 days ago. That is amazingly generous. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Be sure to check out my second channel, Sarah Spills. A link for that will be in the description of this video. Follow me on Instagram, Threads, and X at Reality Squad, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a good one. Much love.